live feed. Doors are open for the tribe. Kevin Sear, what's up, brother man? Welcome. First one in the door. Best virtual seat in the house. Pull a chair up. Right to the stage. You're all doing well. Oh, winding down the end of a week. Oh. Good to see you here. Doors are opening. We'll wait a minute or so for the rest of the tribe to show up and get some music going for this Fiesta Friday. I'm enjoying this. It's a little bit of a roller coaster ride, this weather, but at least we're not at 100 yet. Although we're projected to be toward the end of next week, but that's next week's problem. Today, we're enjoying some nice 90-degree, 89. So we'll take it. Staving off the coming eventual impending temperatures, but not today. All right. Wait another half a minute, and always hopeful we'll have some others join us. We'll get some music going. See, made it still adjusting after the outage. Went to bed early on Wednesday. Oh man. Yeah, I figured you were, are you done? adjusting after would indicate, at least to me, that it's over and you're trying to readjust to a regular schedule again. Good to have you here as always. Hope everything went well. You're done. Awesome. How many days? I'm just curious now. Just a little over or under 30? Outages were, they were easier 10 to 15 years ago? Oh, almost 45. Wow. Just extra work. Or just wondering with the upgrades like steam generators and stuff, does it just take, is there more maintenance and stuff during an outage? Yeah, we used to get them down to low 30s. I think we even did a 28 or 29 day once. Pressurizer head replacement. Oh, okay. So not normal outage stuff, just replacement stuff as the plant is aging. 2 weeks, yeah, that would have brought it in low 30s, I'm guessing. Or just below. Well, glad you're here. Yeah. Good to see you all. The doors stay open through the rest of the tribe, so. Oh, where? I have been tired this week. I don't know about y'all. My roommate is. I've got other clients that have just been really fatigued. We just thought it was maybe the weather changing, kind of going up and down. I don't know. But either way, we're all here. Welcome to Fiesta Friday. Let's start off with a little of our buddy Steve Poltz. If you look to the east, where the sun never sets, I'll be there at the top of the stairs. You could bet. So just pick up the phone, make a call on your own. I'll be there when you say your last little prayer. La la la, la la, la la. You hold your head in my dear hands, and I don't have a prayer. Climb inside your body and just hang out and stay. And everybody's asking when you're coming back. And I don't have an answer, so I fade out of black. Who knows how I feel today? I suppose I'll slowly fade away. Fade away. Yet I walk so slowly, the broken glass outside. I tread it oh so cautiously. I'm wondering where you hide. And I got notes tucked on my walls, kisses oh so sweet. And all I do is wonder when again the two shall meet. Who knows how I feel today? I suppose I'll slowly fade away. Fade away. talking to you. Oh, hello again. How do you do? Good morning, I miss waking up. I said, oh, good morning, I miss waking up with you. Uh-huh. 100-dollar phone bill multiplied by 5. You look like a phone to me. Hey, are you still alive? And dirty plates and bottles will decorate my floor. And I got lots of so-called friends just knocking on my door. Who knows how I feel today? I suppose I'll slowly fade away. Fade away. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Do you hear me talking to you? Oh, hello again. How do you do? Good morning, I miss waking up. I said, oh, good morning, I miss waking up with you. Uh-huh, uh-huh. All right, little of our buddy Steve Poltz kicking off this edition of Fiesta Friday. Sip 'em if you got 'em. Good to see you here, my tribe. Oh man, we got a bunch of comments here. Yay. Let me get caught up. Z had said yes to whatever I was talking about. That it might have, oh yeah. Without that extra outage work, it would have been probably under 30. The Batgirl's here. Good to see you. Tornado watch. In case you pop in and out. Understood. And keeping you in our prayers for safety. Kevin says 45-day outage, that's a killer. Yeah. Well, Z and I remember the early days of outages? They went like, didn't we have a 90-day outage in Unit 1 once? I don't know, it was a long time, like early days before we got everything together, but 60 days was normal. Decades ago. Gene's here, good to see you. Kevin says, last thing outage for me was a steam replacement. Didn't think it was ever going to end. Yeah, those steam generators, they were too projected when I was there as I left. 200 mil a pop. Yeah, those were the days. Yeah, I remember 60-day outages were, I think we had a 90, maybe even 100 days. You will remember. I think he moved into ops. Like the first couple of outages in Unit 1 and 2 were really long. That was the one. Unit 1 was down for a year. That's right. So the 60 and 90 days was pretty short order. I remember that. That thing was down, that's right, over a year. That was crazy. Unit 1, first one online, first one to work out all the bugs. Anyway, good to see everybody here for Fiesta Friday as usual. I have no idea what I'm playing, so I'm just kind of winging it. If you got a request, type it in. We had a parade for the first outage. Yeah, Bill Stewart did that. I remember that. Man, that was fun because I had, right around that time or afterwards, I joined the APS Clown Troupe for like 7 or 8 years. And I remember clowning the first time for that. And I also remember that all those organizations went really stealth. I mean, they were all putting together parades, but parade floats, but they kept them all hidden. It was like a lot of fun. It was. Yeah, under 100 days. Those were good days. I've got some pictures from those clowning parades too. Okay, so anyway, what was I thinking earlier? I was running through a chord progression. I was like, oh, I gotta do this one, I gotta do that one. Now I'm blanking. I'll think of something. I try to keep this set list fresh for you, as you know, so it's not boring. No, I did Jimmy Buffett the other day. When the rain is blowing in your face and the whole world is on your case, I would offer you a warm embrace to make you feel my love. The evening shadows and the stars appear, and there is no one to dry your tears. I could hold you for 1,000,000 years to make you feel my love. I know you haven't made your mind up yet, but I would never do you wrong. I've known it from the moment that we met. There's no doubt in my mind where you belong. I'd go hungry, I'd go black and blue, I'd go crawling down the avenue. There ain't nothing that I wouldn't do to make you feel my love. Storms are raging on a rolling sea, down the highway of regret. The winds of change are blowing wild and free, but you ain't seen nothing like me yet. There ain't nothing that I wouldn't do. Go to the ends of the earth for you. Make you happy, make your dreams come true, to make you feel my love. All right, that's a Garth Brooks arrangement, as you know, of a Bob Dylan song from the Hope Float soundtrack, performed by Moi. Oh, let me get caught up on comments. Yay, I love it when there's chat. So you said, way to parade for the first outage. Right, under 100 days. Amy says, that little laugh always makes me smile. Oh, you've mentioned that before. Thank you. Yeah, he did that. I think Garth Brooks did that. That's why I do it. So I was playing that song in Z. When you said you went, your first one was in '89. So in ops, did you transfer to ops? No. You were still in security. But I was remembering Ron Wilkinson and Kevin Holt were one of the few, including yourself, that could pass the the test to get into ops, and here's what's funny, I'm blanking on it, but when I went to HR for my 2-year rotation and was offered a HR rep position, but declined and went over to performance improvement because they were headhunting me for a leader job for the last 2 years, I became an EEI, Edison Electric Institute, I forgot what it's called, a proctor. So I actually proctored the maintenance and the operations written examinations for people coming into the plant. And if you remember Charlie Moore, who I think passed away, Charlie was great. He's the one that he was the one that helped mentor me through that when I became an EEI test administrator. That's what it was called. And he said, so when you do these for the plant, for the people coming in to take it to go into operations, he goes, here's what you're going to see. He said, here's where the people are that really don't have any plant experience, and the Navy nukes are going to be here. He says, so basically this is a review from them. And it was a time test and all that, and those guys were done and just sitting there like this. And I won't say half the time, but at least they had 1/3 of the time left, and they were just done. And there were scores with just smoke everybody else. So yeah, so I became a test administrator for my 2 years in HR for operations, people coming into pipeline to ops, and then people coming into pipeline into maintenance. They had 2 different tests. So you took the ops. You're one of the very few people that I knew that passed that test and got into operations. So I think Holt retired years ago. Is Ron Wilkinson? He's got to be retired. His son came in, I think, through security and then went to operations, as I recall. You were one of the few guys that actually did that. So I've always said you were a smart guy. I remember you told me once you went to ASU, you were going to get your bachelor's and you were going to build bridges, I think. I have a memory for odd things like that. I remember that was your thing, was architect, like bridges. You wanted to build bridges and stuff. So you had a really good mechanical mind, or a mind for how things work and all that stuff. So Ron is retired, not surprised. Yep. Amy says, nice, impressive. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I like that little song. Yep. So well done, man. And a good career out of it. Yeah, I used to administer those tests in HR, and man, Charlie was right. The scores between people with no background and like the Navy nukes, so you scored well enough to get over there, so well done. All right, let's get back to some music. Mick Morney is an operator than I would as an engineer. Of course, that's awesome. I always knew you were smart enough to go into to get licensed if you wanted. Never a doubt in my mind. But that's a big commitment. I remember Elizabeth Adams. We both ended up as section leaders in performance improvement. And Elizabeth had been in the Navy. She was an officer, and she used to teach physics. She was like one of the most brilliant people I've ever met, and we had so much fun, and shared a great sense of humor and stuff. And so she passed the test. She went over there, got all the way through the program, and decided, I do not want to work this crazy rotating 12-hour shift stuff. So she backed out of that. She came over to San Onofre when I was on my first contract, and she came over for some kind of an assessment team or something. I took her to dinner. I just bought my first Mercedes, my convertible, and we just talked and got caught up. We always got along well. I really liked her. She was just brilliantly smart. But that ops schedule would have been a nightmare. But I always knew you were smart enough to do it. It was just a matter of if you wanted to. Same with Ron Wilkinson. I think he stayed in AO, right? Yeah, he did. He was brilliant. Air Force guy too, by the way. I know you're Marine Corps, but you know, military solidarity and all that. So, all right. What do I want to do? It's different stuff. I'm trying to keep these set lists fresh. So really quick update. In the last 2 weeks, I've had my car in the dealer twice, which I've told you guys about. I've had this check engine light and the engine starts running rough. So 2 weeks ago they replaced the code that threw was for the fuel pump, which needed to be replaced. Then 2 days later, after I got it back, same thing happened. Took it in, different code, but same system, no charge. They said it was the control unit, and it was like a computer unit for the fuel pump. So they did a complete cold restart and updated software. Got it back. What's today? Friday. Got it back Wednesday. 2 days later again, or last night, coming home from the office, same thing. Fuel pump starts running rough. So I called, the dealer was open, talked to this maintenance guy. He said, bring it in later in the afternoon because we start getting loaners back in the afternoon on Fridays. So I got in there this afternoon after my client had lunch and then went. And one loaner left, which I'm grateful for, and they got it in. They won't get at it until Monday. I'm confident. They told me that rebooting that, I'm not a mechanic, but I understand basics. Rebooting that, full fuel pump, it's not a sending unit, but that board, they said it might need to replace if it doesn't hold, but they don't just go replace stuff on a whim because it's expensive. That fuel pump was $2,400, but it needed to be replaced. So the second code, the second time, was not the fuel pump, but it was part of that same unit. So they said it should work, but they said we did everything we could with it, but if it comes back, it probably will need replacing. So I'm just bracing for that next week, but I have a really nice, newer loaner for the weekend because I need a car. So I don't know why I remembered that, but someone had to be the Greyhound bus driver. All right, you got me there. I'm not sure what that is. Oh, what was I gonna do? I'm blanking now. I wanted to keep. I had something, and then I went, oh, wait a minute. I had a squirrel moment. I wanted to update you guys on the car thing. Air Force uniform. Ha! That's funny. You remember Frank Capersi, 29-year Marine? Frank and I had a lot of respect for each other, but he always used to joke. Remember he had that rough voice? He goes, Air Force. Nothing but a civilian organization in a military uniform. Except for guys like me who had a combat designator, guarded nuclear-loaded B-52s on 24-hour alert, had to qualify all the time with M203s and not 50 cals, but M60s, and we carried all of that. That was a rough physical job if you needed to. When we were on alert, Kevin knows, you're out there 12, 14, 16 hours a day on hot pavement. Your feet are burning so hard. That was a really physically demanding job. So we had a combat designator. So I always took pride in the fact that we were part of Strategic Air Command. Death from above. So we had the heavies. So get out of the way, because when our B-52s came in, man, they just bombed. And we definitely were not sitting around pushing pencils and driving buses. Kevin says, that big ticket hope for you still under warranty. Awesome. Okay, what was I gonna? Oh yeah. Oh, that's what got me thinking about that. It's like, why did I get in the car? Because I got this new car today, and it had some station on. They all have Sirius XM, and the dashes are all LED and digital. There's no, like my car, my Batmobile, which I love, has still physical gauges. This doesn't, but they all have Sirius XM, which I have in my car. So I punched in channel 76 to Elvis, and I heard him doing a live version of this. Love me, tender love me sweet, never let me go. You have made my life complete, and I love you so. Love me tender, love me true, all my dreams fulfill. For my darling, I love you. and I always will. Love me tender, love me long, take me to your heart, for it's there that I belong and will never part. Love me tender, love me true, all my dreams fulfill. For my time, I love you, and I always will. Love me tender, love me dear, tell me you are mine. I'll be yours through all the years, till the end of time. Love me tender, love me true, all my dreams fulfill. For my time, I love you, and I always will. Oh, there's a little Elvis I haven't done in a while. So I was doing that when my muse said, how about doing a little Bon Jovi you haven't done in a while? So it's like, okay, gotta follow my muse. Hello again, it's you and me, kinda always like it used to be, sipping wine, killing time, trying to solve life's mysteries. How's your life? It's been a while. God, it's good to see you smile. I see you reaching for your keys, looking for a reason not to leave. If you don't know if you should stay, if you don't say what's on your mind, baby, just breathe. There's nowhere else tonight we should be. You wanna make a memory, I dug up this old photograph. Look at all that hair we had. It's bittersweet to hear you laugh. Your phone's ringing, I don't wanna ask if you don't know if you should stay. If you don't say what's on your mind, baby, just breathe. There's nowhere else tonight we should be. We should be. You wanna make a memory, you wanna steal a piece of time. You could sing a melody to me, and I could write a couple lines. You wanna make a memory, you wanna make a memory. pushing the vocals a little. I haven't done that in a while. That's one I gotta do somewhat frequently to stay on top of, but got through it. There's the Batgirl. Says sounds great. Thank you. As I was playing that one, I was thinking, oh, let's do another one I have to push the vocals on too. Which you know well because we saw him live. David Gray, Cousins Across the Pond. Friday night, I'm going nowhere, and all the lights are changing from green to red. Turning over TV stations, situations running through my head. Looking back through time, you know it's clear that I've been blind, I've been a fool. Open up my heart to all that jealousy, that bitterness, that ridicule. Saturday I'm running wild and all the lights are changing red to green. Moving through the crowds I'm pushing, chemicals rushing through my bloodstream. Only wish that you were here, you know, listen. Here I've been afraid. Show you how I really feel, admit that some of those bad mistakes I've made. So if you want it, come and get it, crying out loud. Love that I was giving you was never ending down. Let go your heart, let go your head, and feel it now. Let go your heart, let go your head, and feel it now. Babylon, Babylon, Babylon. Sunday, all the lights of London shine, skies are fading red to blue. I'm kicking through the autumn leaves, I'm wondering where it is you might be going to. Turning back for home, you know I'm feeling so alone, I can't believe. Climbing on the stair, turn around to see you smiling there in front of me. Well, if you want it, come and get it, crying out loud. The love that I was giving you was never ending down. Let go of your heart, let go of your head, and feel it now. Let go of your heart, let go of your head, now. Let go of your heart, let go of your head, and feel. Let go of your heart, let go of your head, and feel it now. Babylon, 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 Babylon. Why? So if you love that I was giving you was never in doubt. Let go of your heart, let go of your head, feel it now. Let go of your heart, let go of your head, feel it now. Let go of your heart, let go of your head, feel. Let go of your heart, let go of your head, feel it now. Babylon, 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 Babylon. Why? Woo! Oh, I don't think I've done that one in a while. That Bon Jovi song, dusted the cobwebs off my vocals so I could hit those higher notes on that song. I always need to have something else that I'm playing. Gets my vocals warmed up for that if I haven't played it in a while, which was typical. But that one, that felt good. I don't know how it sounded, but it felt good. And I'm doing it right if my strings are out of tune. Okay. Oh, excuse me. And he said, sounds great, thank you. Was going to suggest that. Awesome. There we go. We had that telepathy, I guess, going on. That's funny. Now we have a thunderstorm warning and a tornado watch. Stay hunkered down in the bat cave, Batgirl. It's a safe place to be. What came to me while I was playing that? It's like, okay, here's the next song. My muse gave it to me. It's like, don't duck out on me now. Come on now. I'm following it. Oh, yeah. Since I did that one, Cousins from Across the Pond, it's like, okay, I'm on a Cousins Across the Pond. I need to do at least two, so let's do some other Londoners. 1, 2, 3. You're gonna lose that girl. You're gonna lose that girl. If you don't take her out tonight, she's gonna change her mind. And I'll take her out tonight and I'll treat her kind. You're gonna lose that girl. You're gonna lose that girl. If you don't treat her right, my friend, you're gonna find her gone. And I will treat her right, and then you'll be the lonely one. You're gonna lose that girl. You're gonna lose that girl. You're gonna lose. I'll make a point of taking her away from you. Watch what you do, yeah. The way you treat her, what else can I do? You're gonna lose that girl. 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 You're gonna lose. better kind. You're gonna lose that girl. You're gonna lose that girl. You're gonna lose that girl. I haven't done that in a while. I felt like I needed some a double shot of Cousins Across the Pond. Now that I found out a couple of years ago, I have heavy dose of British ancestry, which I never knew. So that solves so much for me in terms of British pop culture and music and stuff. Amy says, "Oh, you've been sick since Tuesday. I think it's the flu. So sorry to hear that. Gonna send you some. When my set's done, I will send you some Reiki distance healing, which is a thing, and I am trained in. I don't call myself a Reiki master, but it's the same thing as Reiki level 3. And I just don't feel like I put in my 10,000 hours, like Malcolm Gladwell said in his book, The Outliers, so to become a master of anything. But I am at that level trained, so I will send you some distance healing, which works, especially since we're connected. Because you think of a song you want, and it comes to me, my muse pitches it to me in the middle of another song, and it's the exact same one you were going to request. So we are truly connected. All of us. Music helps. Well, I'm glad. Pitch me something then that might help. And I will play it. Whatever sounds good. This one just came to mind. I played this a little bit while ago, but the late great Townes Van Zandt, I like this song. If I needed you, would you come to me? Would you come to me and ease my pain? If you needed me, I would come to you. I would swim the seas, oh, to ease your pain. And when the night falls along, all the morning's born, and the morning shines with the lights of love. You will miss sunrise if you close your eyes, and that would break my heart in two. Ladies with me now, since I showed her how to lay her lily hand in mine. Loop and Lily, she's a sight to see, and a treasure for the poor to find. If I needed you, would you come to me? Would you come to me and ease my pain? If I needed you, I would come to you. I would swim the seas, or to ease your pain. Oh, the late great Townes Van Zandt. Prolific singer-songwriter. Wow, we're getting down. These hours go by so quick. But I'm grateful for them and for you. Let me see. Give me some music helps. Eagles? Yes. Not that I need to ask, but, well, I don't know. Can't take it for anything in particular. We'll raise the vibration a little bit. Let's see. Well, I'm running down the road trying to loosen my load. 7 women on my mind. 4 they want to own me, 2 they want to stone me. 1 says she's a friend of mine. Take it easy, take it easy. Don't let the sound of your own wheels make you crazy. Lighten up while you still can. Don't even try to understand. Just find a place, take your stand. Take it easy. Well, I'm standing on a corner in Winslow, Arizona. It's such a fine sight to see. It's a girl, my lord, in a flatbed Ford, slowing down to take a look at me. Come on, baby, don't say maybe. Don't let the sound of your own wheels drive you crazy. We may lose and we may win, but we will never be here again. So open up, I'm fine and in. So take it easy. Well, I'm running down the road trying to loosen my load. Got a world of trouble on my mind. I'm looking for a lover who won't blow my cover, but she's so hard to find. Take it easy, take it easy. Don't let the sound of your own wheels drive you crazy. Come on, baby, don't say maybe. I know your sweet love is gonna save me. Do, do, all we gotta is we gotta take it easy. Woo! All right. There's an Eagles song co-written and started by Jackson Browne till he hit the second verse and said, I'm standing on a corner, which actually started off in Flagstaff, Arizona, and then moved to Winslow, Arizona. Got a world of trouble on my mind, ... He had a writer's block, so he went to his good friend Glenn Frey. He said, can you help me with this? And Glenn went, yes. Glenn thought about it and he said, there's 3 themes in there. Girls, Lord, and Ford. And he came up with the next verse and they finished the song together. Standing on the corner in Winslow, Arizona. Got a world of trouble on my mind. Or standing on the corner in Winslow, Arizona. Such a fine sight to see. I think that's what Glenn started. Yeah, such a fine sight. He already had it in his mind. There's a girl, my lord, girl in a flatbed Ford. Girl, my lord. Girl, Lord, and Ford in a flatbed Ford. So girls, God, and cars, trucks. And that was the rest of that. So if you look that up, you'll see that they are co-writers. But Jackson Browne started it and then hit a writer's block wall. And Glenn stepped in and they finished it together. I love that story. I still want to go to Winslow. where they had that statue of Glenn Frey and a tribute to him and the Eagles on that corner. And I want to do a live acoustic recording of that, standing right there, just me and the guitar. At some point, I definitely want to do that. Amy says, thank you, that one always perks me up. Well, that's the point in music. Yeah, that's the story. I've told it several times, but you can look it up and it's true. On the history of the Eagles, must have been close to 20 years ago, 18 or more. It's a 3 DVD set, and it's worth it. You get 2 DVDs that go into the whole history of the Eagles, all their ups and downs, and then the third one is a 1979 live concert. But somewhere in there, Glenn Frey talks about renting a room underneath. It was more like a storage unit, storage kind of a garage thing, underneath the Jackson Browne's. I've told the story, I won't go into it. You can go watch it. Under his apartment, and listen to him get up and then write a verse on the piano and then put on some tea and play it 20 times, take a break, more tea, come back, second verse, and on, and then that's how it's done. Elbow grease, that's songwriting. And that's how he learned that from Jackson Browne, and living underneath his apartment. And then sometime later, Jackson Browne hit a wall, and it came full circle. And Glenn Frey stepped in and said, yes, I know exactly what this song should be about. And then they broke through that wall and wrote it together. Z's been there. Yeah, I've seen so many pictures. I've been up through there, but I've never got a picture there. And it was way before Glenn passed, so it was before that statue they put of him up there. And I want to have somebody record me singing that song and doing it. It would be a lot of fun. All right. What to end on? I know. Let's see, we're down to the wire here. You know what I feel like doing? I want to end on some Jim Croce, because Z just finished a long outage, 2 weeks longer than normal. He likes Jim Croce, me too. Not a radio release, as I've mentioned before, but one of my favorite Jim Croce songs, so I think it's apropos. Let's end on some Jim Croce. Always a song of hope. I like this song. Hey, tomorrow, where are you going? Do you have some room for me? As the night is falling and the dawn is calling, and I'll have a new day if she'll have me. Hey, tomorrow, I can't show you nothing. You've seen it all pass by your door. So many times I said I've been changing, then slipped into patterns of what's happened before. 'Cause I've been wasted and I've overtasted all the things life gave to me, and I've been trusted, abused and busted, and I've been taken by those close to me. Hey, tomorrow, you gotta believe that I'm through wasting what's left of me. As the night is falling and the dawn is calling, and I'll have a new day if she'll have me. 'Cause I've been wasted and I've overtasted all the things life gave to me, and I've been trusted, abused and busted, and I've been taken by those close to me. Hey, tomorrow, where are you going? Do you that song. A song of hope, of truth, life's ups and downs, but still hoping for a brighter day tomorrow. So I've always thought about that song. All right, my tribe. Thank you so much for checking in on this Fiesta Friday. And as always, no matter how large or small a gathering, it's an esteemed group. So glad to have you here. Namaste. The divinity in me recognizes and honors the divinity in you. Thank you for keeping yourselves healthy. Special prayers go out to the Batgirl as she's healing up. Thanks for keeping your immune systems bolstered up. Massive doses of vitamin C, my recommendation, and hot echinacea tea. That boosts that immune system too, if you have it on hand. And so good to see everybody on this Fiesta Friday as this weekend comes ushering in. And I will be back, same bat time and channel for Soulful Sunday, 5 p.m. Mountain for my friends on Central and Eastern Standard Time, so I don't have to stay up so late on a school night. That's the way I've always thought of that. Z says, thanks. You're welcome, ma'am. You're welcome, Amy. Thanks, Gene. Thanks so much for checking in. Yes, of course. Sending you some healing Reiki energy later so that you can get a good night's sleep, let your immune system heal up, and stay bunkered down in the Bat Cave. Batgirl for all of those tornado warnings and all that stuff. That's crazy. I know. So that's your version of our excessive heat warnings in the summertime, and then monsoon season where things can get absolutely insane with rain and wind, and sometimes it takes roofs off of buildings and restaurants. It's just unpredictable. Will do, good citizen. Oh, I saw, what did I see the other day? There was some video on YouTube that talked about, it had like 5 or 7 minute clip of all these little different kind of double entendres of Batman. And the one it didn't show was the international relations, but I was thinking of you. Because that's so funny. There were a bunch of others they said peppered in there that were just for the adults. And they were really subtle, but they were there. It was funny. Good citizen. Yep, things can happen here. All right, my tribe. Thank you so much for checking in. It's been a week with this car thing and all of that, but I persevere to persevere. So keep going. And thanks so much for being here for this Fiesta Friday. Great seeing all of my tribe here, whoever can check in. Enjoy your weekend. I'll be back for Soulful Sunday, and we'll see you next time.